And I've been away for a few days. It's been weird to be away. And the reason I've been away is my father-in-law is well, he's dying, and they're down. Really, it's down to the last few days, I think. Even though every day we're there, they say this is it, this is the day, and it's been since like Wednesday, I think. And we're sitting vigil at this point. There's always someone there, and over the weekend, a lot of us have been there and filled the room, and that's it's never fun, but you got to be there, right? It's what you do, and I'm glad that everyone can be there. His son from Rhode Island flew in, and so all of his kids have been there, and family and other family and friends have stopped by, and it's been a steady stream of people, even though he's completely unaware of what's going on or the fact that anyone's in the room with him. But yeah, not a great way to spend a weekend. It's exhausting, really, sitting there. Yeah. So that's what I've been doing. That's what we'll continue to do. You never know how long. He spent his whole life taking care of his body, and now just doesn't know when to stop, and just keeps going. So yes, Debbie Downer. I was on my way to take lunch to everyone, and I went down this road that I don't normally go down on a regular basis. It's the back way from my house, and I don't like going down it because there are road humps, and I find them irritating. But I thought it was the most direct route in where I needed to go pick up lunch, so I thought I would take that road. And I'm going down the street, and I see this little boy with his dad, and the bike's in the middle of the street, and they're just sort of standing there, and a girl jogging sort of slows down, and I could tell at that point something was going on, and then she just continues on jogging. As I drive by, the dad takes the boy's sweatshirt off and puts it over his face, and you can tell he's trying to stop some bleeding or something, some injury. And I slow down, and at that point, I guess the mom and another kid, a younger girl, they were walking some distance back. And I guess it was a little family outing, and the boy was on a bike. So the mom is running up to meet the little boy, and I asked if they needed some first aid. I had a little first aid pack in my truck, and the dad at first was like, whatever. And I said, okay. And I start to drive off, and the mom's running after me. She's like, yes, we need something. So I pull over, and I grab my first aid bag and run and help. He split his mouth open, like right here. It was a nice big cut, and blood was just all over his shirt. He was crying, and he was going to need some stitches. But I had a gauze pack and had the whole first aid thing. So we were able to get the bleeding stopped, and I put some butterfly bandages on because I had those. And that was hopefully going to help keep it from getting, I don't know, worse. And he seemed to calm down a little bit. His mom was there, and the dad ran to get the car to and take them to the hospital. So I stayed with them until the dad showed up. And thankfully, I had that little first aid bag in my car. It hangs from the ceiling of my Xterra in the back, and some people complain about it because it's I have it tied up because I don't want it rolling around the back, and some people are like, it's so annoying, it's swaying and blah blah blah. I'm like, hey, it will come in handy when it needs to, and it did today. So the good thing this weekend was that I was able to help this little boy, and again, I don't typically go down that road, so it was nice, and it was just timed perfectly for me to help the kid, and they drove off, I'm assuming, to the ER because he did need some stitches. And I was also proud of myself, the fact that I could look at ickiness and not get skeeved out. So yay for me to handle lots and lots of blood and other things that I won't go into. So, anyway, we're home for a while. I'm gonna try to do a little work in the studio. I think I just need some alone time, and yeah. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye. I don't know if I can really get rid of the bye as much as I didn't want to do it. It is part of it, I guess.